Hey, hey, it's me. I'm back. Happy Sunday, guys. How was your weekend? How was your day? How's everything? We all good? We all big chillin'? I had some fun this weekend. Hung out with the gang. For Combs' birthday. And we had fun. We went to dinner, did a little bar hopping. Little Jack in the Box. Silly, funny drunken ramblings, you know? A couple bits were born, I think. It was a good time. It was a good time. And I know there's one aspect that Comb is going to want to share, so I'll let him do so. It's for him to share, not me. But it's funny. I think you guys will love it. There's a pretty funny gift he received. But I'm sure he'll talk about that probably on Monday, I would guess. Maybe not, I don't know. But that's it. That's what I did this weekend. I played a little more Final Fantasy Tactics as well. Beat a pretty hard boss. So that was fun. That game's hard. Got a little tasty brekkie this morning. We went to like a Portuguese bakery. And I got a bacon, egg, and cheese. And I think it was on like Portuguese bread. And it was good. Very airy bread. It was like bread if bread was a croissant. I don't know how to explain it. It was good. And I got a pistachio latte. Where are we? Do we work our way backwards, I think? I think we go back to, yeah, I think we do. We go to the back of the chain, and then slowly work our way back to the beginning. That's how I like to do it. Kill the baby. Yeah, it was good. I haven't had a bacon, egg, and cheese for a while. Or rather, I haven't had a bacon, egg, and cheese where I didn't, like, cut corners to make it healthy. I just let it rip today. I was like, I deserve it. I'm trying to, like, substitute egg whites whenever I can, or get, like, a healthy bread or something. But today, no. Question. I had the hankering to do a heart gold Nuzlocke the other day. Not asking to do one, I'm asking for emotional support. Okay. Is that the question? Yeah, of course. Go for it. Just go for it. I'll read your thread. What if we did one, though? Hold on, guy. I could be convinced. No, actually, no, I can't be convinced. I decided after Slop Pact, no more pacts for me for the year. Kill the baby. Yes. I'm my own man for the rest of the year. No hard feelings against anyone. I'm not. I gotta play some things that I'm deciding to play for the rest of the year. I've done Bloodborne, 2 Kingdom Hearts, and now Slot Pact. I can't also do a Nuzlocke. I also have KH2 penciled in. I need a little break. There's no other way. I have to kill the baby. That beautiful future I just saw, not gonna happen. My responsibility as leader to ensure everyone made it to the artificial satellite safely. For that to happen, I had to stain my hands with blood one last time. But I can't do it now. Someone was bound to notice me walking into the defense room in broad daylight. I don't want anyone to see me doing this. I decided I would do it secretly, in the middle of the night, away from the watchful eyes of others. In the middle of the night, I quietly made my way to the door in front of the defense room. The baby's on the other side of this door. He was generating undying flames in his capsule even as I stood there. The door was protected by undying flames too. They would rekindle almost instantly, even with repeated use of fire extinguishers. With undying flames that not even fire extinguishers could put out, this room was an impregnable fortress. But that wouldn't be a problem for me in this enhanced suit. Oh my god. The suit Hiroko retrieved for us at the cost of her life, and the suit that I had left behind. Thank you, other me. Commune, combine the materials of both to create an enhanced suit that could even withstand the heat of undying flames. If the undying flames can't hurt me, this door is no longer unassailable. And this hydraulic hammer should be more than enough to break it down. Thanks, Tsubasa. Takumi, what do you need? May I have a hydraulic hammer? Yeah, I guess. Why are you talking like that? Guys, I'm going to get us what we need. The cryptoglobin we need to launch the escape pod. Funny voice, babe. What are you going to do? Kick me out of the community? As I mumbled those words under my breath, I took a step closer to the door. And then he showed up. What the? You! The ghost boy suddenly manifested in front of the very door, protecting his physical form. He chose a really bad time to show up again after such a long absence. Why are you so surprised? Aren't you here to kill me? No, of course not. You don't need to hide it from me, Takumi. I have a good grasp on the situation. You need to kill me for my cryptoglobin to power the escape pod you found underground, right? Huh? How did you know? I thought you weren't feeling well enough to move around. Huh? We already saw this. Today, even. Like... How did that happen? Yo ho ho, I made up a thing called blood space. How did that happen? Yo ho ho, I made up blood space. This may sound strange, but the blood space corruption was purified a little while ago, and I suddenly recovered. That is, till I felt an even darker presence. It was you, wasn't it? For the last few days, I've been going around school every night to gather information and figure out the reason for my sudden recovery. That's when I saw you discussing my assassination with a girl I'd never seen before. You heard me talking with Kamyun? We were talking about whether or not you would kill me. I've been watching you since yesterday to see what decision you'd end up making. As I expected, you decided to kill me. So, you're here to stop me? I wish I could. After all, who would want to die right after recovering from an illness? Unfortunately, my powers are useless against you. Undying flames have no effect on that strange suit you're wearing. That's why you wore it here, right? What? C-Ray needs to do something about this suit, then. Who invented this? C-Ray, possibly? This guy's supposed to be our trump card. What if the invaders got their hands on this tech? Looks like my guess was correct. I'm powerless to stop you from committing this crime. Suddenly, something happened to the undying flames. Oh, suddenly! They completely vanished.
Huh?
Did you do that? But why? It's pointless to fight back. I've decided to accept my death gracefully. Go ahead and kill me, Takumi. It's okay. The escape pod needs my cryptoglobin to fly, right? You're willing to die to help us?
Huh?
All of you have been fighting so hard to defend my body from the invaders after all. It's only right that I do something for you in return. I was touched to the core by the baby's kind-heartedness. Now we could go to the artificial satellite without fighting veh'xness. But I need you to promise me one thing. What is it? I don't mind you using my cryptoglobin to power the escape pod for the others, but...
You can't get on that pod, Takumi.
Oh, rah.
Huh?
What? Snaps right back. Why not? Think about it. Think about everything you've done. You killed Eito before he even did anything on day 2, and now you're trying to kill a defenseless baby. You're dangerous. Letting you on the satellite could cause trouble for a lot of people. So I want you to die with me here on this planet. It seemed like the ghost boy had got the impression I was some kind of heartless serial killer. Where did he get that notion? But who could blame him? Who could blame him? I'd killed a lot of people. And now I was trying to do the same to him. Remember how Sigma would become Pegasus sometimes? If you promise me you won't take the escape pod to the artificial satellite, I'll give you my word. Why is he doing the voice? Well, I think Eito took over. That's my read on this. I'll let you use me as fuel without any resistance. Did I want to stay behind on Earth by myself? Of course not. It's like, it's the Takumi, it's the Eito-fied Takumi. It's Takumi, but it's Eito, you know? I don't know. I can't predict the dialogue. I had my own dreams, and I wanted to see how the others fulfilled theirs as well. Couldn't bear to accept this condition, but this is Takumi. All right, I promise.
I won't get on the escape pod. I'll stay here.
Made a promise I didn't intend to keep. It's Eito Takumi, yeah. Baby would be dead by then, so it wouldn't matter anyway. That's a relief. My life won't have been wasted if I can take you down with me. We're trying to make it raw where it's not raw, you know? The quick turn was hilarious. You would snap into like, ooh, and start skittering over to the door. And someone would beat him there every time. Usually Clover. And then they'd all beat him up. He sounded truly relieved when he said that. A moment later, he vanished. I just can't seem to get away from the bad guy role. Guess I really am the Grim Reaper. Communicating directly with the person I was about to kill only added to the weight of my guilt. There was no time for hesitation. It was time to carry out my final murder. It's like Randolph. There was no need to stay in the suit now that the undying flames were gone. I took it off and transformed into my class armor instead. Then I started breaking down the door. It took us all last time. Without the flames to protect it, it didn't stand a chance. Slowly but steadily, the door began to crumble under my attacks. Damage grew heavier and heavier. Until at long last, it was completely destroyed. I dashed right into the defense room without stopping. Ah! With a loud cry, I charged towards the baby's capsule. I had a strong feeling my guilt would paralyze me if I hesitated for even a moment, so I just kept running with all my strength. Don't stay calm. Get agitated. Where's your rage? Where's your rage? Throw out all your common sense. I kept repeating those words to myself as I raised my sword, and with a racing heart, sliced through the capsule with the baby still inside it.
System down. System down. Emergency. Emergency. Switching to reserve power supply. Restore system immediately.
Emergency announcement began playing as I took the baby's body out of the capsule.
Full system. Error. Emergency. Reserve power depleted. All systems shutting down. All systems shutting down.
Lights went out. I quickly ran through the bedarkened school campus. Bedarkened? Has anyone ever used the word bedarkened? I handed the body over to Commune, who'd been waiting in the storeroom. Takumi, you did as I asked. I am sorry you always have to be forced to take on the painful responsibilities. I am truly sorry. Never mind that, just get the escape pod ready. I'll go call the others. I ran up the stairs of the school toward the roof. Wake up, everyone! Head to the escape pod hangar right now! Wake up, the escape pod's ready! I pounded on every door on the roof to wake everyone up. Takumi, we were in the middle of gaming. Why'd you cut the power? Is there an enemy attack? Just head to the hangar now. Everybody wake up. I ferried my confused friends toward the underground hangar. Everybody crowded into the escape pod.
What's going on? I thought we couldn't use the escape pod without veh'xness's cryptoglobin.
Did you find a substitute? Who in the world could sub for veh'xness?
Hey, wait. What do we do about the invader army? I glanced out of the window as we were running here, and the wall of fire was gone. The school's completely defenseless right now.
Isn't the wall of fire powered by the baby in the defense room?
Nozomi?
What's going on? I thought we couldn't use the escape pod without veh'xness's cryptoglobin.
Cryptoglobin? Like that?
What's going on? I thought we couldn't use the escape pod without veh'xness's cryptoglobin.
Cryptoglobin.
If the wall is down, something must have happened to the baby. And here's the escape pod suddenly ready to take off. Does that mean the fuel being used to power this pod is...
Takumi, you didn't.
Jig was up. My friends had figured out I'd done the unforgivable once more. I closed my eyes and kept silent, fearful that they would turn on me. However, Tsubasa and Yugamo each took one of my hands into theirs and squeezed I love them tightly without saying anything. I'll share your guilt with you. That was what it felt like they were trying to tell me.
I'm sorry, Takumi.
You did that despicable deed? For us?
That makes us accomplices.
Oh.
You should have just let me tank bad guy roles like this.
Oh, they all are. One by one, the others started commiserating with me. The moment it hit me that they weren't going to despise me, tears of relief started welling up in my eyes. It made my desire to go to the artificial satellite with these people even stronger than before.
Commune? How long until takeoff?
Just a little more. The takeoff sequence is proceeding smoothly.
We like it when you kill people when it's for our benefit, Mr. Sumino. No, they've grown, that's all.
We just have to trick the AI into thinking today is day 100.
Oh, that should be easy. Hey AI, what day is it? Day 102. Look. You just gotta ask it a question. The inside of the pod started shaking, making it difficult for us to keep standing.
To your seats! This is gonna be a rough launch. Expect at least 8G.
What the heck's 8G? I didn't know phone tech was that advanced already.
They have 8 of those now?
I think she means the gravitational force pushing against our bodies when we take off.
How strong is 8G?
Strong enough to rip your heart out of your body if you don't strap down. Get to your seats, everyone.
Quickly found our seats and buckled up. At around the same time,
An omnidirectional attack will launch in 400 seconds. Leading up to the omnidirectional attack, all defenses will be rerouted to the intercept system. Special Defense Unit members, please board the escape pod in the schoolyard immediately.
I think, like, here's the deal, guys. I think I read Kyoshika perfectly. I'm not even lying.
Special Defense Unit members,
Like, it's in it. She has the accent. Is it? Do we exaggerate it? Yeah, but like, I think I cast these characters perfectly. I'm just saying. The announcement that was supposed to play on day 100 blared out from the hangar speakers. Community successfully hacked the system and tricked the AI into thinking it was day 100. Wow. Our system sucks. My heart was racing and my breathing became faster. Finally, we were finally returning to the artificial satellite. All our dreams were gonna come true.
I want to make something like this for the street kids once we get to the artificial satellite.
Feeding hungry kids on the streets is going to be our way of atoning for what we've done.
He sounds so fake.
Feeding hungry kids on the streets is going to be our way of atoning for what we've done.
Next time, I'll be on the life-saving side. It's the only way I can atone for what I've done.
Maybe my story can even be something that brings comfort to others. Then I'd be just like Mistress Hideko.
Not voiced.
It felt like so long.
Not voiced, I guess. I'm Kakom. Hi, Pixel.
Yes, but everything is over now. Once the next announcement plays, this pod will be ejected to the schoolyard. After that, it goes directly to the artificial satellite.
an omnidirectional attack will launch in 390 seconds.
It even counts like Kyoshika. As the second announcement played, the shaking in the escape pod became even more intense.
It's finally time! Let's go!
Special Defense Unit members, please board the escape pod in the schoolyard immediately.
To outer space we go!
Wow! I'm actually starting to get excited!
An omnidirectional attack.
We get to be
will launch
astrobots!
It's over, Takumi.
It's astronauts.
Yeah. It feels like it's been a really long nightmare.
Please depart immediately after boarding the escape pod.
This long and hellish nightmare of ours was finally ending today. We were going to the artificial satellite.
Repeat. An omnidirectional attack will launch moment.
Uh-oh.
Huh?
The announcement got cut off halfway. It wasn't just the announcement. All the mechanical noises around us had stopped. The inside of the pod was eerily silent.
What's happening? What's going on? We out of power?
Has the takeoff been reset?
Commune, what is this?
I don't understand. Why was the takeoff aborted at this stage?
Commune stood up from her seat in a fluster and booted up the internal PC to check what had caused the disruption.
What? Insufficient propellant energy? That is impossible.
Not even the baby's blood is strong enough to power the escape pod?
It can't be. His cryptoglobin was supposed to be in a league of its own.
So because Takumi stayed on the ship, he's supposed to be not on the ship right now.
Exactly! For it to be insufficient is inconceivable. Just 1 second ago, the power was so strong.
Is the baby's
I was having
will
trouble
like,
keeping it in
fuck you,
check.
Takumi, kinda? Like, get off the ship or I'm keeping us here? Commune kept staring at the screen, completely stunned.
The energy in the propellant keeps going down even as we speak. It's almost as if it's deliberately
Yeah, okay.
refusing to allow us to take flight.
The moment Commune said that, I suddenly remembered what had transpired. But did he actually forget? Oh yeah, my promise.
You can't get on that pod, Takumi.
Was the escape pod being stalled from taking off because I broke my promise? Was his will preventing me from reaching the artificial satellite? I should have gotten off the pod the moment I realized I was the one holding it back. Everyone would be saved then, everyone except me, but... No! I just couldn't give up on my dream. Becoming roommates with Tsubasa, Yugamu, and Darumi on the artificial satellite, happily living day to day in poverty, despite being dirt poor. I love how that's an aspect of it. Why? But we have to be poor, though. But we have to be impoverished, or it's not the dream. I did the unforgivable so that we could all attain that dream together. Killing all those people would be for nothing if I died here. I couldn't bear to get off the escape pod. Weighed down by my hopes and dreams for the future, my body simply refused to move.
Isn't there anything we can do? We just need cryptoglobin, right? Kill me and take mine.
How noble!
Mine too! I'd gladly die to make sure Mr. Tsubasa stays alive!
What the heck are you two suggesting? That's not happening.
Calm down, brother dearest!
No, I should be the one to get off. Leader shouldn't cling to his life so disgracefully. It's my duty to sacrifice myself and save the others. Get off, get off, get off, get off, get off, get off, get off. Get off the stupid pod, Takumi! But I still couldn't muster up the resolve. The thought that I'd never see my friends again paralyzed me. Zomi, Ima, Kako, Darumi, Yugamu, Commune, and... I would never see Tsubasa again either. The announcement alerting us that time was up echoed through the inside of the pod.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds.
What, did she run at the school when she saw the defense was down, I guess?
Defense mode initiated.
She was not supposed to be here for
All
another
available
week.
Troops prepare for battle immediately.
veh'xness must have mobilized her army to attack after noticing the wall disappeared. There's no time for us to escape anymore. Our big gamble had failed. Takumi! All because I shamelessly tried to survive alongside the others. We quickly rushed out of the pod? Oh, squad. Oh. The invader army wasn't as large as I had imagined. It was just much bigger. Oh, hold on. veh'xness must have organized her troops in a hurry to seize the window of opportunity while the wall of fire was down. We were more or less evenly matched with her hastily thrown together squad. Invaders came swarming into the school from all directions, and all we could do was kill, 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 kill. There were probably like, I don't know, 40 of them, so it wasn't actually that big. By around daybreak, we had virtually annihilated all invaders, except for veh'xness and her main force. All that remained was the Supreme Commander herself. If we could take her out, we could survive this. We were so close to a miraculous victory, but it wasn't meant to be, alright. Our greatest weapon, the Revival-matic, broke down from overuse. Unable to come back to life, we started losing our lives one after another. And in the end... Oh my god. Though we barely managed to beat veh'xness, she took each and every one of us down with her. Oh my god. Who's who here? Is that Kako up top and Ima down bottom, I guess? Wow. She got us. We got her. Hooray. Spin it around. Spin it around. So close and yet so far. That was a weird one. I did not expect it to go like that. I thought Takumi would just, I don't know, stay behind. Instead, he was just cowardly. He was Takumi the coward. Hey, ending 16. I think we're going to hit 20 today. Right? There are quite a few on this route. We did that already. This was what? This was Dalsha. Yeah, I mean, it is a strong dream. Ask where the invaders are? What was this? Oh, this was... That's right. This was a choice. Forgot about this one. This one's a weird one. Know the sponsor. Let Tsubasa die. It was hope. It was like hope out of despair or something. It was like hope over despair. Something like that. I don't need your help. I'll find more school invaders myself. Stubborn little Takumi. You'd really rather see Tsubasa die than accept my help? What if, like... No, I can't go back and turn this into an Eito voice. I won't let that happen. After firmly turning down the sponsor's offer for help, I walked out of the leisure lounge. Then I returned to my room and waited for morning to come. I went outside to hunt for invaders with my usual party and the newly recruited Darumi. We got on the bus and Tsubasa drove us as far out onto the wilderness as she could. An abandoned hospital. What the fuck? We'll figure that out someday. The second sync machine, like... some wacky museum for us, maybe someday. Oh, and of course, New York City. We went all around the world. 2 days searching in all kinds of places. Even then, we went to the Okiura fishery. We found ourselves in the quaint little town of Inaba in the midst of a zombie invasion.
Heavy soldiers.
Not invaders, though. They didn't count.
You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
On the night of day 77, we still hadn't found any invaders. Darumi got off my bed, let alone killed them. Damn it. Why aren't there any invaders anywhere? The enemy must have recalled all their troops still loitering around in the vicinity of the school. Probably said that we can't hunt them anymore. What do we do now? What do we do? Mr. Tsubasa's in last place. I don't want her to die. Just kill me for the points now, please. I already said no to that. What's the point of you dying to keep me alive? Make me sad like that one more time, and I'll never take a bath with you again. They were taking baths together? No wonder. No, wait, don't be distracted by that. Takumi, what's strange about that? We shower together all the time. Tomorrow's the last day of the third round. We can't earn enough points by tomorrow. Tsubasa will be executed at midnight. Guess having a rematch with Dal Shah is the only way out now. Yugamo had quietly made the suggestion. That's super strong, Commander. I didn't even have time to move during that last fight with him. And at this point in the story, I'm the strongest of us. Yeah, but beating him seems like the only way for us to save Tsubasa. I figure we should give it a shot. What? It's just doubling up. It saves time. I have a feeling we might bump into him somewhere in the desert. It's so hot out here. Oh, but not as hot as it is cold at night. Warriors! We march! Taking our chances with a ridiculously powerful enemy rather than sit around doing nothing was just the kind of reckless plan Yugamo would come up with. I suddenly remembered something the sponsor had said before. We used to bathe together while watching Nozomi drink Eva on the other side of the room. Guys, can I have my room to myself for like just a few minutes? Just a couple, and then you can all come back in? I mean, I can help. No, just me, myself. Please. That's right where you belong. The more desperate someone gets, the more they're willing to dirty their hands to change their situation. No, it feels like cheating. It feels like cheating to change the voice. How exciting! We're in such a tight spot that taking a major risk was the only way to turn things around. He was using a Daromi voice changer.
Oh.
How's this sound? We'll head for the desert first thing tomorrow morning. Find Dal Shah and take him down. How do we know he's out in the desert? We'll don these raw cloaks and head out to the desert. They are kind of raw. That's the only way, right? Well, fine. Too bad for you, Dal Shah. That old man popped me like a balloon before. I need to get my revenge. Right. Beating him will get us his cryptoglobin for escape pod fuel as well. 2 birds, 1 stone. Despite our headstrong proclamations, the grim smiles on our faces betrayed our true feelings. For all our psyching ourselves up, deep inside, everyone knew it was virtually impossible for this plan to work. I found myself unable to sleep even as the clock ticked over from midnight into the new day. Is this really gonna work? Once morning came, we'd be seeking out the powerful warrior Dal Shah for battle. Our goal was to earn enough points to pull Tsubasa out of last place. It was the only option we had. Still, we all knew how terrifyingly strong Dal Shah was from our last battle. None of our attacks could even scratch him back then. Isn't there another way? An easier target to earn a large amount of points from. Suddenly, an image surfaced in my head. Oh! The faces of Takamaru and his team. Since everyone in the Special Defense Unit were targets as well. If we killed them, Tsubasa would be safe. No, what am I even thinking? Give me the boss fight, though. I shook my head vehemently in an attempt to shake that horrifying thought from my mind. How could I abandon my scruples like that? Am I really that desperate? Trying to solve this by killing other friends was out of the question. I'd be playing right into the sponsor's hands. I looked outside my window and I saw them. Yeah, so if we don these raw cloaks and head out to the desert, maybe we'll find some invaders. Come on, think. What are our other options? Something with a high success rate that didn't involve harming our allies and ensured Tsubasa's survival. We could be like Sphinx. I like that a lot. I tossed and turned in my bed, thinking the problem over all through the night. There had to be a better way to save Tsubasa from certain execution. Before long, morning had arrived. We'll befuddle our opponents with our riddles 3. That's good. Write that down. Wait, that's it. As the morning sun lit up my room, a light bulb lit up in my head. I'd found a way to save Tsubasa. Not just that, this method would prevent all future deaths in the game as well. quickly went about getting things ready for my newly hatched plan. Once I was done, what is his plan? What did he find that we didn't find in the other timeline? Okay, guys, okay. I really feel like I raced you two right. You're making me so proud. Tsubasa and I took the school bus out of the academy together, and then we just drove forever. They didn't learn anything about fighting. They didn't learn anything about fighting. They just learned how to theoretically be raw. Raw 101, according to Takamaru. After we reached flat ground, Tsubasa switched the bus to cruise control and came to sit by me. What's this all about, Takumi? You made me drive off in such a hurry. I mean, I don't mind. I love taking the wheel, but shouldn't we have gotten you Gamu and Darumi as well? I was thinking of proposing something that maybe you'd like. You know, for the four of us? There's no time for that, Tsubasa. They don't have to come along for this. This is our escape. Just you and me. Our escape? Yeah, we're running away. That's the plan! From the sponsor and their bees. Looked up at the sky from the window and saw a single bee tailing the bus. That bee was the game monitor, put there to stop the participants from escaping the Hun. It would follow us to the ends of the earth, so running away was pointless. Or so we'd been made to think. The truth was... Will that bee really follow us everywhere we go? This is such a gamble! We used the bus to cover more ground. Maybe we can wear it down eventually. He's just making an assumption! But that bee's physical abilities have been enhanced with Hemo Enema. It's not gonna get tired that easily, right? I have no idea, but it's worth a shot. No one's ever seriously tried running away from the game before. If we do manage to get away safely, we'll be saved. But Takumi, what about the bombs inside us? Oh my god. Not only that, but no one else will need to be executed in your place either. Because according to the rules, only the person in the last place of each round gets executed. If Tsubasa kept running away while she was in last place, nobody would ever be executed again. The game would come to a stall. Oh, Takumi. Doesn't that mean we'll never be able to go back to the school? Yeah, but don't worry. I've stocked the bus with more than enough food, water, and fuel to last us for a long, long time. Takumi, that'll only last us like 2 weeks. He points to the back seat. Huh. Could have sworn there was more there. Counting was never my strong suit. That'll only last like 40 days. Why are you here with me? Now you can't go back either. Me? Don't sweat it. Just like that? Shouldn't you think this through a little more? What's there to think about? Tsubasa was the most important person in the world to me, so I chose to go with her. It was as simple as that. Takumi, you really are an idiot. She smiled, looking a little exasperated with me. You're so reckless. Or maybe daredevil's a better word in this case? I don't know. 12? That's big, right? What were you expecting? Love is blind, after all. Love? Can't you just make new food, Tsubasa? Cut it out! You sound like some sleazy pickup artist. Tsubasa ran back to the driver's seat with a bright red face. After that, we continued to drive the bus, never stopping once. And you kept making all the stops? Tsubasa taught me how to drive so I could take over on roads with fewer obstacles. A few hours after driving around in shifts, I looked out of the window and realized something. The bees were still following us.
It's gone.
Oh!
It's gone.
The bee that's been following us is gone.
Really? It finally gave up?
Yeah, but we can't assume anything yet. We should keep going. Just to...
Oops. We kept on driving the bus for a few more hours. Eventually, it became dark outside.
I can't see in front of us at all. Are you sure we can't use the headlights?
Oh, no. Wait. There it is. And it brought more bees with it. Takumi! How many? 1, 2... Like 40 of them?
I don't think that's a good idea. Bugs are drawn to bright lights at night, aren't they?
There are too many obstacles lying around here for us to use cruise control.
40?
This option is to stop for now.
Yeah. I don't see the bee anywhere. We'll stop here and rest until the sun comes back up.
This is such a betrayal to you, Gamu, I think. Especially. And Darumi at this point. Found a spot behind some ruins where we could park the bus and nap until morning. We huddled together under the same blanket, just like the last time.
Our great escapade went pretty well.
The sponsor must be panicking. Now they can't execute you for being in last place.
The execution had been scheduled to take place at midnight, but it was already long past that time. We'd successfully escaped from the invader hunt.
Oh boy, this is honestly a huge relief. I don't think we could ever have beaten Dal Shah.
I'm gonna be real, Takumi, they're even more fucked now. Yeah.
I was so sure today would be my last day on Earth. I couldn't sleep a wink last night.
You're so silly. I promised I wouldn't let you die, remember?
Nah, Takamaru's out there in the desert now. Well, well, well. If it isn't the invader. I see, a true warrior. That's a raw cloak you have there. You're not too bad yourself.
I'll always be there to protect you.
Tomorrow too?
Yes. And the day after, and the day after that. Always.
Come, warrior. Let us discard our cloaks and exchange fists. Very good. I kept whispering to Tsubasa that I would protect her forever. That must have made her feel safe, because a few minutes later, she closed her eyes and her breathing started to even out. She was probably tired from the stress and driving all day. I leaned my body against hers and decided to turn in for the night as well. And that was how I fell asleep, with the comforting feel of Tsubasa's warmth next to me. But before we throw down, what has 4 legs in the morning, 2 in the evening? Maybe that was why I had the most beautiful dream that night. Oh my god! A dream I was having a nice peaceful breakfast back home in the Tokyo residential complex with none other than Karuha. Mom was smiling happily, Karuha was there, Tsubasa was there, Wario was there. One big happy family. It was a scene of a time when I was still ignorant, of a place I held dear in my heart. I had a burning desire to take Tsubasa there. I'd promised to do that for her before. If I showed up at home with a girl, even one who wasn't Karuha, I bet Mom would literally start jumping for joy. She'd cook enough to feed an entire village. So much, Tsubasa would feel bad she couldn't eat it at all. I would eat surrounded by those I loved. How I longed for that day to come. That was my dream now. This is good. Thanks, Wario. Whoa, Takumi's hot mom. Oh my god! I wanted to introduce Tsubasa to my family. Wister Wime! Whoa! I wanted to introduce Tsubasa to my family. We could make it come true. The life in the Tokyo residential complex is becoming more and more grotesque. I was sure of it now that we had safely escaped from the killing game. Oh! I no longer had to live in fear that my loved ones might die. This is fucked up. That's crazy though. That's pretty cool. This is a pretty cool transition. Tsubasa and I would always be together, and I would always be there to protect her. Today, tomorrow, and forever, till the end of time. What happened? That's it? That's the ending? What happened? Escaping our fate. Well, Sis, how was that for ending 17? It wasn't ending 16. We didn't kill Tsubasa on ending 16, Sis. It's okay. But killing Tsubasa killed ending 16. Is that bad? Really depends how you look at it. Wait, so like, did they make it? That was 86. Oh, ending 88 was your 86th. Alright, and now we go back again. What was this one? Kill Ava. It was then that I decided I was gonna kill Ava. Wait! Wait, Sir Takumi! Consider the following before you make your decision. Kiyoshika Magadori's Mangadori Corner! Guys, there was manga this week. It's Sunday. Kiyoshika's back. She's alive right now. There was manga this week, and it was pretty good. Yeah, she was just alive. On the thing. I was looking out for her. Where are we here? There was One Piece. I read manga kind of, weird today. I read a little in the morning when I woke up. Then we went out for breakfast, and I read the rest on the train. So it was a little segmented. But I read One Piece as soon as it came out. I was up before 11. I, like, opened the app right at 11. One Piece was really cool. It was a very action-heavy chapter, but it was also a lot about, kind of Joy Boy. We're getting a little drip feed. I mean, we didn't get, like, much info on him other than that he's confirmed to be very strong, I guess. We got a little power scaling. We got a little agenda. But I don't think we really learned much about him per se. Although there was like the implication that that first page was pretty cool. There was something going on there. I guess we'll see. It seems like maybe Joy Boy and Emu were like... Were they allies? Did I read that right? Maybe not. Let me see that page again. I don't know. What's the... Why does it say hello, come in? I don't know. It might just be that he's doing... Maybe he just did the Luffy thing where he answers the phone. Either way, there's something interesting going on that first page. But other than that, there was just, you know, a lot of fun action going on. Luffy did a new attack that was crazy. He did a couple new attacks, actually. But he did Gum Gum Genie, which was insane. He has a little meat pin on his head. I think is cool. They're funny, you know. Jinbei was raw. Luffy did caught you slipping bullet. That was the funny. That one made me laugh. Gum Gum caught you slipping bullet. Otherwise, there was some, you know, there were some Gear 5 shenanigans that I need Luffy to lock in a little. No more googly eyes. Everything else is fine. No more googly eyes. Get enough with the googly eyes. Everything else is good, but I'm done with the googly eyes. There is the implication that Emu remembers Brook, which I'm like, that's kind of like, what do you have to remember him for? Was there more to that story? But I guess we'll see. It's kind of raw, though. The Blade of Nothingness was kind of cool, too. Either way, One Piece was cool this week. The stakes felt real. The ending is very reminiscent of... it reminded me of Luffy versus Crocodile. That might be intentional, but that's what it reminds me of. But that was One Piece. One Piece was cool. Ichi the Witch was very cool. Ichi the Witch this week was about Discaris. Kind of... I call it like the PC. It's like the Pokemon PC. In Ichi the Witch, if you don't know, they collect magics, which are the sources of their powers. It's like the power system, kind of. And the magics are like creatures that give an ability. And we already saw this for Ichi, but I think now this is the second time we're seeing it for like another character. Unless I'm forgetting another appearance, but they basically have like a space they can go into where they can like interact with their magics, like the Pokemon PC. Or that's what I think of it as. And Discaris went into her good guys box today. And then she went down to the bad guys. That's how I imagined it. If you've been following my, if you've been following the Soul Shift project, she went from the good guys box down to the bad guys. She went down to her like mind prison. It was cool. There was like a tonal shift that I think worked really well, where it started off fun and silly, and then she went down to the abyss, where like the worst magics of all time were contained. It was a cool chapter. I think it fleshed her out in a cool way too, just by the implications of that. Sakamoto Days was raw. I almost can't talk about that one, just because of what happened. But it was cool. There might have been, not a real character death, but like, you know, an implied potential death that probably will be a fake out. But it was cool. One of my favorite characters is like stepping up to the plate, kind of. Kiyoshi celebrated chapter 100 today. And it was a good chapter. They met his granny, who is kind of like a Genkai almost. They literally went through the forest. They went through the Genkai forest to go meet Kiyoshi's granny. And she is like a tough old lady who smokes, and gives like a tough love kind of thing. And it's like, okay, yeah, I've seen like this character before. But the twist is that she's actually like just putting up a front and really cares about him and loves him, and all of his friends can see that. They called her Tsundere Granny, but Kiyoshi doesn't notice this. He's just really scared of her. So I thought that was like a funny subversion of like the usual trope of like a tough love mentor. And then the big, I think, chapter 100 moment was at the very end of the chapter, where they showed what his weapon that he came to get is, and she's keeping it from him. They might have name-dropped the potential big bad. That could be cool. I don't know. We'll see where it goes. But that was good. What else was there? Animal Signal was cute. It was kind of just like a filler chapter almost. I mean, it's all just like episodic kind of, but it was kind of just one gag the whole time, but it was cute. It was fine. It was funny. It was about them like studying to take an exam. What else? Roku's House of Oddities was awesome this week. It was super funny. That's quickly becoming like one of my new favorites, actually. When it's hot, it's hot. The entire group went on like a Family Feud style game show. And they started answering questions about like the occult, and obviously they are a bunch of ghosts, so they had their own thoughts about all these questions. Like the quiz show host was like, name 6 weaknesses of a vampire, and the vampire character pushes the button and he goes, I have no weaknesses, and they got it buzzed wrong, obviously, because that's not the answer. And so the other guys stole. And then the next question was like what creature is usually seen as the ally of the vampire? The werewolf. And then the vampire buzzes in again and he's like, I do not see werewolves like that. And it was also wrong. It was just funny. It was them getting like mad about like misrepresentations of them and throwing for a bit, but then they came together and like won it with teamwork. And then at the end of the chapter, they implied a villain. They implied an antagonist in Roku's House of Oddities, which up to now has just been comedy. But they implied that there's an antagonist. And there was a raw panel of 2 of the guys, 2 of the ghosts, kind of like hockey perceiving him. There was like a raw panel of the 2 of them like given the dots, but they like saw the guy. They like sensed him. And I was like, what is this doing in here? I thought this was all funny. So I don't know, maybe there will be battles in Roku's House of Oddities or something. Probably not. But there's definitely like a plot brewing. Kanata's magic was pretty good. We seem to be moving on to the next arc now. There was romance. There was a reintroduction of the ensemble cast that we haven't seen in a while. I really liked it. I thought it was a fun chapter. I'm excited to see like the rest of the characters kind of get to do stuff. I liked it. There were bad guys implied at the end, so things might move pretty fast. What else? Class 2B. It's pretty good this week. Couple funny gags. They kind of like learned how to harness their powers. They've been learning how to harness their powers through like class periods. And it was clear that some of the classes they were taking were like throwaways. Pretty funny gag with that. There's a guy who can open and close curtains. That's his power. And of course, he is the one that is the most adept at using his power. The most useless seeming power is owned by the guy who's probably the best at his power. He like immediately intuited it and was able to like expand his ability to affect the whole building. So I can't wait for that to turn around and go from gag to like Kino. I'm thinking he's going to use it on like a hero at some point and like grab them by the cape or something. I think that'll be the way that comes around. There'll be something like that where it goes from being a gag to raw. I'm like positive. And lastly, Akane Banashi was great this week. The contest has come to a close. Now all that's left is deciding who wins. And it came down to our big antagonist, who gets to choose between the 2 winners, and it'll be a big deal next week. I hope Akane wins. I mean, yeah, definitely. But also, like, there's a compelling case for both of them, which is cool. I think the story has done a good job of making this complicated. And other than that, guys, this isn't news for this stream much at all, really. But I would be remiss not to say that Blue Box has ended this week. Will is not even at this. He does not come to these streams. He has not progressed in this game in quite some time, so he can't be here. But Blue Box has ended this week. And he never will. Yeah, it's true. I will. Congratulations, Chinatsu. Here she comes, I think. Will made this one for me. I think this is Chinatsu Kyoshika grabbing Taiki. I would think. Thank you, Blue Box. Kyoshika Magadori, what was your chapter of the week this week? Thank you for asking, Sir Zabrag. This week, I'm gonna have to give it to... Oh, I don't know. Maybe the one, the only... Kagurabachi! We went back in time. This was before Kagurabachi went on break. After Kyoshika's compelling argument, I decided that instead of killing Ava, I wouldn't. And that's what changed on this timeline. I can't do it. I can't kill you, Ava. The funny manga girl told me not to. You're not thinking clearly, Takumi. If you don't kill me now, Nozomi will die. But I just can't. I just can't do it, Ava. You're basically an ally to us at this point. Nozomi's gonna go freak mode if we do this. Listen to me. You need to do this for Nozomi. You must kill me. Press that button now. You too. What's this killing stuff all about? It's like this, Nozomi. I explained the situation. I told her how Ava was offering to die in order to save her. You can't be serious, Ava. I would never kill you to keep myself alive. Just being able to see you again was good enough for me. I'm ready to die now. Do not speak of death so easily. A kind-hearted child like you deserves to keep on living. I'll say it again. Kill me now. Quick, before it's too late. Eva kept yelling at Nozomi to kill her, but Nozomi wouldn't give in. You have to do it. You have to kill me. Why won't you listen to me? Her loud shouts slowly softened into anguished cries. Please, Nozomi.
Nozomi! Please, kill me!
Her desperate pleading was suddenly interrupted by another voice. You want to die so much, Eva? You won't mind if I kill you myself, then? Oh my god. Takamaru. Didn't think Eva'd be here, too. We get to hunt 2 commanders at once. Lucky us. The Squad 4 commander's already dead. Killing Ava, too, will put us in a safe spot for a long time to come. Damn it, I forgot about them. I should have known that these point grubbers might find Eva as well. Yeah! Sorry, Takamaru, but if it's Eva you want, you'll have to get through me first. You bet. I've been wanting to get revenge for what you did anyway. You're not getting away this time, Eva. Takamaru, please. You can't kill Eva. She has a daughter. We spent so long talking about manga that these guys were able to find us. Do you really want to make that innocent girl an orphan? Do you really want to make me an orphan? So we made a last-ditch attempt to appeal to Takamaru's compassion, but to no avail. Huh? Come get some, Takumi! Huh? Kara! Hiya! Yeah! A fierce fight against our allies broke out after Eva's fate. Takumi? Nozomi! Halfway through. Tsubasa and Yugamu spotted us and joined the battle, making it even more intense than before. Nozomi! Oh, who? Oh, Ra! When Nozomi got injured, Eva lost her cool and transformed, throwing everything into greater confusion. Bruh. Hey, I wanted to do this on a route, like, for us. Hello, model viewer Eva.
Duh?
You're no mother, just a freaky school invader. Oh my god. Oh, this is Ema. You're no mother, just a freaky school invader. We kept fighting each other to the point that we became unable to clearly discern who was on whose side. A big cartoonish dust cloud broke out, and before we knew it, we were all beating each other up. Take this! Ouch! Finally, in this enemy base far away from the academy, the special defense unit was completely annihilated, not by the enemy, but by each other. Ah, nuts. Ah, nuts. Give me a sec. Leave this up for a sec. It's an opportunity for me. I gotta send a message real quick. What do we think of that ending, guys? Did we like that one? How about that, huh? Good stuff. Where would you rank it? I gotta text my mom what I want for dinner. She's picking food up. I rank it. I hate you. This place is expensive. What the heck? This is not a spinning around. This might be, honestly, this one. What should I get here?
I'm spinning around, but I'm standing on my greed. Breaking all the limits, yeah, I'm reaching for the sky. You told me we should split, now I'm moving on my own. Got my focus like the end.
Subasa part.
Time keeps ticking, but I never miss a beat. Stepping out the shadows, now I'm dancing in the street. Gotta find my way, the road's been paid. Ain't no looking back, now I'm done being.
The mental image of it is really funny. This is their song. There. I decided what I'm getting for dinner. Sorry. Hey, thanks for entertaining that. Battle for Ava's points. That's another ending for us. 18. Are we going to get 20? I think we might get 19. I think we have a choice of 2 left. No, we might get 20 though. Because we already sacrificed Moko by this point. So what's left? Don't take Yugamo up on his offer. Oh, save Darumi is one too. Yeah, we'll get 20. I think. Because we're not doing this. Unless we are. No, that's a decision for next week. We're just going to do these 2 endings and that's it for today. We'll decide next week what actual path we're going to go down next. I don't know what options we even have. We have a couple. We might go back to sacrifice second to last defense. We might go back to that one on... Might be time for that. I don't know. We'll see. Gamu's right. The anti-sponsor alliance got wiped out now. All hope would be lost. Best we could do was survive and carry on Hiroko's will. As I made to leave, my gaze fell on her, now on the verge of death.
I'm sorry I couldn't save you, Hiroko. But we'll definitely bring down the sponsor. I promise.
Yugamo and I turned around and started running as fast as we could. Sorry, Hiroko. I'm sorry. I mumbled words of apology over and over again under my breath as we dashed across the town ruins. Made it back to the school by the skin of our teeth. Threw myself onto the bed once I was in my room, exhausted from the non-stop fighting since morning. But my heart couldn't rest. The weight of my regret grew heavier with each passing moment. Hiroko. Darumi. I could have saved them if I'd stepped in. I abandoned my allies to certain death. No, I didn't. I shook my head, yelling in an attempt to reject my self-reproof. By the time I'd seen them, it was already too late. My decision to flee was to avert total annihilation. I'd made the right choice. I didn't abandon them to die. They were already beyond saving. Is that you, Gamu? Might be here to talk about what to do next. It's probably Darumi here to kill me. Now that Hiroko's dead, we need to have a serious discussion about the future of the anti-sponsor alliance. I opened the door to let Yugamo in, but somebody else was on the other side. Yeah, we're here to collect interest on your loan. Wow. What do you guys want? What do we want? Quit playing dumb, you frickin' scumbag. Takamaru grabbed hold of me, an enraged look on his face. What's this about? Why are you so angry? Why wouldn't we be? 2 of our friends just got killed. 2? You mean Hiroko and Darumi? How did you know? We checked their rankings just now and saw. They died all of a sudden. That didn't seem right, so we did some investigating of our own. On this one, they might be a little justified. We received eyewitness reports that confirm you committed the crime, Mr. Sumino. What, crime? Nozomi saw you leaving in a hurry with Hiroko and Darumi this morning. And we know she's so good about spilling the beans to the honest loan shark. 2 people you were hanging out with suddenly dropped dead? What do you think that means, genius? We'll see you in court. You better lawyer up. And I'm the assistant. I'll tell you what it means. Means you killed him. I didn't. It wasn't me. We went out to hunt invaders together, but then the Squad 3 commanders showed up, and then I explained what had happened without going into too much detail. I told him about Hiroko, Darumi, Yugamu, and myself forming a team to carry out a certain operation. Hold on, and you called it what? Oh my god, she's so good. I loved that woman, Takumi. And you took it from me. The commander suddenly showed up. He killed Darumi and Hiroko. Yugamu and I had no choice but to escape.
Duh?
That's a lie if I've ever heard one. It makes a lot more sense to think you're the one who killed Miss Amamiya and Miss Shizuhara. What did you call it? The No Sponsor Alliance? Those two occupied the top positions in the rankings. You must have set them up so you could take their place. Who would kill another person for that? I get it. You don't trust me, but you can check with Yugamu, can't you? He can attest to the fact that I wasn't the one to kill them. I don't believe a single word that perverted clown says. What, you don't like the nose? Besides, you might just be colluding with each other. Therefore, I'm afraid we found you guilty on the basis of a long string of circumstantial evidence. Do it! Do it, Mr. Sumino! And now, you're under arrest. Oh, I thought it was a noose. What? Look at this guy. Enjoy your stay in the courtyard cage. Don't forget to make friends with Eva. No, stop. Let go. Let go of me. Calm down and stop resisting. They caught and restrained me before I could say anything more. Are we going to do the Takumi in a cage CG again? I was thrown into one of the cages in the courtyard. I didn't kill them. I've got it all wrong. Let me out of here. No matter how hard I tried to protest, Takamaru refused to listen. I was left to languish in the cage. I stayed there day after day after day. Eventually we reached the end of the first round. Since I couldn't take part in the hunt anymore, I'd fallen to last place, and the bees came for me. Ah! Dang it. 19! Round 1, loser owned. Losers fight first. Alright, one more for us. And off on a nice 20 again. This is the most... I think this one right here is about to be the most painful one. Team up with Yugamu? No. Why would you ever? This was like a top 5 moment of the game for me so far. Yugamu showing up to save him. No. Sorry, I can't team up with you. I was convinced Yugamu had to be plotting something, given that he went out of his way to approach me after I'd been ostracized. The things he usually talked about already made me uneasy. He probably just wanted to torment me for his own amusement. Oh, for the love of murder. You're a cautious one, aren't you, Takumi? Turning me down is as good as having a death wish, you know? Unless you have someone else in mind? No, I'm not going to team up with anyone. I'll survive by myself. So stop following me. With that, I ran away and I died, ending 20. I ran and ran until I was nearly out of breath, trying to get away from Yugamu as quickly as I could. The thought that he might be trying to kill me struck fear into my heart. But no matter how far I ran, I didn't feel safe. After all, I was up against a professional assassin. I continued to run around with heedless abandon. Where am I? I realized I'd ended up in a place I'd never seen before. Where is this? Which direction is the school? He's in, like, rock bottom. Where the heck am I? I started looking around at my surroundings. All of a sudden, a huge swarm of school invaders popped out from the shadows. Of all the times to show up. Oh, I spun around, and I began to flee. Despite my best efforts, I was unable to shake off the pursuing invaders. Yeah. Hey, stranger. Want to team up? Do you feel like talking about murder? They kept coming after me relentlessly, trying to intimidate me with their weird cries the whole time. What is this, Splatoon? I'd been running for what felt like hours, but they were still hot on my tail. In fact, there were now even more invaders than before. And then it finally happened. The invaders managed to completely surround me. You look just like Jane's dead wife. I saw no way out. The only thing I can do now is fight, but I can't possibly beat this many invaders by myself.
Somebody, help me!
Of course, it was pointless to call for help.
Yugamu, are you out there somewhere?
He wouldn't come help me now. Not after I slapped away his offer to work together so thoughtlessly. Flashing back. Why did I turn down his offer to help? Was I trying to get an ending 20 or something? Oh yeah, that is what it was. Spinning around, spinning around. Lost my mind after falling out of favor with everyone else, and took that frustration out on Yugamu. But all he really wanted was to save my life. It was too late for regrets. I was truly alone now. Invaders were getting more and more excited, like animals licking their lips before a big meal. They found me isolated from the others, and now they couldn't wait to start tearing me apart. Slowly and steadily, they inched closer. Look at the slow zoom in on this PNG. And the closer they got, the stronger the smell of death became. My breathing quickened, my body was trembling, my ending dragged out. I instinctively understood that this was the end. As I looked death in the face, I finally understood how powerless someone who was completely isolated could be. These would be the themes that would characterize the killing game route. Someone who had lost the trust of others, who had lost the ability to trust others. Wow. Somebody like that was already as good as dead. Guys, 20 endings. We've done it. 1/5 of the way through. Yes! We have done it. Whoa. Good as dead. And I think that will be it for today. That said, let's just take a quick look. Just a quick look. So our options, we can't do this. Our options next week when we get back are... We can go down... We can... Oh, we can do the reveal Nozomi's secret. Which one was this? This went down... Did this go to coming of age? Oh my god, stop. This went to coming of age, so we can go the other way. We can go back even further, I think. No, yes. We can go back even further by saving Last Defense Academy instead of second. So that's option 2. Option 3, we can stick with killing Ato and leave the school and see where that takes us. And I believe option 4 is we can just refuse to join the invader hunt, but what would this be? Would this not just be death, probably. No, I mean, it's not a route, so it must branch off. I think this branches off. Somehow. I don't know what this would be. We'll hold off on this, I think. Because I don't want to do more of this. So I'm going to veto this one for now. So I think we have 3 options here. Which may branch off into more, I would think. They have to. There must be more that this branches off to. So that's something to chew on. I think I know which way I'm going to go next week. Do we have these? No, right? 34, 36, 72, and 76. And reach story lock 3. What the what story lock is this? How do I know what story lock 3 is? Whatever. Yeah. I don't know. That's it. That's it for today. We'll make our decision next week on what we want to go for. As I've said before, if there's a route, I have to imagine it's probably this, so I'm not too worried about it, but if we reach something that resembles like a true ending stretch that you can do like early, kind of like we did with VLR, where we like, K-Man kind of said like, hey, don't go down that route yet, because you're just going to hit a wall and it'll ruin the pacing. I don't mind someone being like, hey, don't do that yet. But otherwise, the choice is mine. I'll take that advice, you know? I'll take that advice without much detail. You guys know what I probably mean. Yeah. Anyway. That's it for today. Guys. Thanks for joining. We got done everything I wanted to, despite starting late, so that's cool. I think this worked out really well, actually. It's a perfect ending time. So I'll see you Tuesday. I'll see you throughout the week. Alright, have a good week, stay cool, all that. And that's it. Bye-bye!